What's going on, boxing fans? This is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. You visit us on the web at www.sbmboxing.com. Let's speak boxing. What are we going to speak about? We're going to speak about Mike Alvarado. Mike Alvarado is going to be set to take on Ruslan Provodnikov. And this fight right here is going to be guaranteed. You've seen Provodnikov's last fight. You've seen Alvarado's last fight. Alvarado's last two fights was a complete slugfest. So this is guaranteed. A lot of people are not talking too much about this fight, but you know they're underestimating this fight. This is the fight to watch. Provodnikov is a hell of a fighter. Alvarado's a hell of a fighter, and it's guaranteed to be an action-packed fight October 19th on HBO. Now Alvarado's going to defend his belt against Russia's Provodnikov, and that's going to be right outside of Alvarado's hometown in Denver. Last year around March, everyone knows Ruslan Provodnikov. He was 22-2, 15 KOs. He's 29 years old, so he's actually really, he's still young. He stepped in the ring and put on a hell of a performance against Timothy Bradley. It was a very, very close performance. It was wishy-washy. A lot of people thought Timothy Bradley lost the fight. A lot of people thought Provodnikov definitely should have won that fight. But I seen the fight, Timothy Bradley. I had him up on the scorecards, but it was a close fight. That fight last year around March, it was in Carson City, California. Provodnikov lost by decision. He badly hurt Timothy Bradley. You know, there were some rounds that Timothy Bradley nearly looked knocked out, like he was just on his last limb, you know. He almost knocked him out in the first round, second round, and then almost in the 12th round. And Timothy Bradley, he barely survived the slugfest. But, you know, Bradley did a good job. He did what he had to do, boxed him, slugged him, and he barely came out victorious. But he did come out victorious, so that's all that matters. Alvarado's 34-1 with 23 KOs. He's 33 years old. He's a little bit older, but they're still young. But he got his revenge. He got his revenge against Brandon Rios. Both fights were hell. Them fights were good. Them fights were really good. The first showdown, Rios in the 7th round, there was a stoppage, and Rios he won the fight. You know. Next fight, you know, he got his revenge. Alvarado won that battle, unanimous decision, and he won the vacant interim belt in the 140-pound division. But that was a hell of a fight, you know. That fight, a lot of people, hands down, thought Alvarado won. There's no reason why any Rios fans thought Rios won that fight. Alvarado definitely did his thing. He boxed him, stuck to the game plan, kept us different. Not too much to say about that at all. Now Provodnikov, you know, he said he watched both of the Alvarado fights. You know, he was watching both of the Alvarado fights. He was watching Brandon Rios. He was watching Mike Alvarado, and he was ready to take on either or fighter. You know, he was ready to take on Rios. If they gave him the Rios fights, he was ready to take on Alvarado if they gave him the Alvarado fight. But you know, Rios lost the fight, and they gave him the Provodnikov. You know, I'm sorry, Rios lost the fight, and then Rios ended up getting a fight against Manny Pacquiao. You know, so HBO they were pressured, you know, with Top Rank to make that fight, Provodnikov versus Alvarado. My fight predictions on that fight itself, that's going to be a hell of a fight. You know, it can go either way. I'm a fan for both of the fighters. Both of the fighters I'm big fans of. Alvarado, like I said, he put on a great performance in a slugging match against Rios, and Provodnikov, he put on even a better performance against Timothy Bradley. You know, but I like the fact that Alvarado made from the first fight to the second fight, he made the necessary adjustments. You know, he boxed Rios, kept his distance, didn't get in a slugfest. Alvarado, if Alvarado gets in a slugfest with Provodnikov, you know, Alvarado might go down. You know, he might go down in his fight. He definitely doesn't want to get in a slugfest with him. But he needs to realize that Provodnikov himself, he's quick. He's quicker than Rios. He's quicker than Rios, and he's stronger than Rios in my eyes. You know, Rios can crack a punch, but I think Provodnikov has a little bit more punching power than Rios. You know, that's just my opinion itself. But he's very, very aggressive. Provodnikov is very aggressive. He's quick. And this fight, I think Provodnikov, you know, will win by decision. Even though I would like to see Alvarado win, so he can go ahead and take on Rios for the third time. Because I'm definitely going to feel bad for Brandon Rios coming off of the fight off of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, that fight itself, I just, I seen the press conferences and stuff like that. It's a joke. It's not. It's kind of hard to compare that to the press conference with Canelo Alvarez and Mayweather. It's not entertaining whatsoever. You got Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is Pacquiao, But it's when it comes to the press conference, he's like real laid back. He's real quiet, so it's not exciting whatsoever. But anyways, long story short, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to bend into something else. I'm just going to feel bad for Brandon Rios because Brandon Rios is going to get completely dominated against Manny Pacquiao. So I would like to see Alvarado win. I'm rooting for Alvarado, but I have a feeling that Provodnikov is just going to win by decision. But I would like to see the Alvarado versus Rios 3. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Oh yeah, we're going to the Cotto fight too. Got the Cotto fight tickets right here. I just printed them out right now. They're sold out, so I actually had to buy them from someone. But if you guys are out in Orlando to see the Cotto fight, the first fight's at 6:45 p.m. I'm not sure if I'm going to catch the first fight or whatnot, but it's going to be in the Amway Center, October 5th, 2013. But if you guys check it out, I'll be there. Have a good one.